All
You got it,
right,
Cap.
all right. We in the building. We back as if we ever left. Y'all know who it is. You know what I'm saying? And what it do. Me and my main man. I'm Captain K, the Goggle Boy of the ISUPK for the Commander General YAHANNA. And you know I got my heavy hitter, Officer Maisha Allah, in the building with me. This is STATL Connect Podcast. And we are about to do another show of horror in the hood and defile not thy child. Man, this is crazy. Some of these stories that we got out, you know. And if you notice, I know you notice, brother. You know what I'm saying. But if y'all actually check out there and look, you know what I'm saying, and see who's really, you know what I'm saying, fighting to clean up the hood. You understand? Because you know everybody. Ever since I was little, I've been hearing all this. We got to move out the hood. You know what I mean? Everybody was trying to like here in St. Louis. The hood is north side, south side, west side, even on the east side, right? Even though the east side of St. Louis is in Illinois, right? But
Mm.
that east side though, you know what I'm saying? That's straight hood, all of it, you know. And then the areas that brothers was wanting to move to and sisters wanting to move to, it was like one of them that they didn't want to move to and they still really don't is out in St. Anne. They so racist out there, boy. They don't like going out there. Niggas, I'm telling
Man,
you, since I was a kid, niggas been talking about, oh no, we don't go out there in St. Anne, man. Police pull you over out there. You know what I mean?
mm.
But
Oh God.
they turn around and they the different counties like uh say like Florissant uh was I think voted the most safest county in St. Louis. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? 'Cause that's crime. You know, and a
Right.
lot of brothers and sisters, they stay out there in Florida. You know what I mean? Um, but then they was trying to move to places like St. Charles and Chesterfield, Wentzville, and man, St. Charles, and St. Peter, boy, it go down in St. Charles and St. Peter.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's always some shit going down out there. You know, so instead of us trying to move to another area, let's actually come together as a nation of people and do what we got to do to clean up our area. You know what I mean? Stop trying to
Right.
go to an area, you know what I'm saying, where it's already cleaned up. And then guess what? The second part of it that you don't realize or too Christian is to understand is that they don't want you out there. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you in their areas. So what we should do is be cleaning up our own, taking our money, our resources, bringing that shit together, and then we clean up our areas. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to run and move to a different one. You know, because ain't nowhere to go. You know what I
Oh
mean?
God. Oh
Ain't
God.
nowhere
What
to
good
go.
real quick.
Go ahead, I'll come on with it.
Now, what could real quick and see that's why you got some of them areas right there where you get pulled over just for being black because you ain't supposed to be in that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
We got a bunch of neighborhoods out here like that. It's like I mean, even if you a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? If you black, they don't care how much money you got. If you doing well off for yourself, you're not even trying to you can't even be out here. I had my rib was telling me about this situation with this realtor down here, right? And he ended up moving into this white neighborhood, and they wanted him out bad, Cap. I mean, they did everything to get him out of that county or out of that neighborhood. They put failure. They gave him like 100 and something failure to appear in court. Now I don't know how in the hell you failed to appear 100 and something times. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he got that in that county that they wanted him to move out of because them white folks wanted him out of there that bad to sell that house to get out of there, Cap.
Mm,
So
mm, mm.
we run into the wrong places thinking
Right.
it's better and it's safe. And what, like you said, we need to just build up our own people, our own nation, and be around
Good.
our own because we'll take our kids out to these school systems and they get mistreated. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They get mistreated, have to pick cotton, have to, you know what I'm saying, do all kind of stuff the white folks want to do. So that's a, that's an evil thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it, Cap.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's on point. You know what I mean? And I remember this story. And a lot of times when we talk about this one story come to mind. This brother, it was a while back, but this brother, I can never forget this. His brother had moved out into I forgot what area it was. It Jennings. I'm thinking at one point Jennings used to be pretty decent. Turned hood, of course. I forgot I'm gonna have to look it up again. But the brother named Cookie Thornton, right? Older brother, owned a business, had company trucks and different things like that. And the brother had his trucks parked outside his house, and they was constantly giving him tickets. Them that were constantly giving his brother tickets, you know. And one day this brother snapped, man. He turned around, and I believe he went out of town and came from out of town with a bunch of tickets on his vehicle. And this brother went to a city council meeting and went in there on, brother. And I'm talking about shot the judge, the bailiff, somebody that lived down the street. He went there and shot, I think, about 6-7 people, you know. And this is us living around them. Like I cannot understand how stupid of a goddamn dream, which was actually a nightmare, Martin Luther King had shoveled on our people, talking about we need to live amongst these folks. Are you fucking insane? Like, look at what they're doing to us every goddamn day. Why do we want to live next door to them? Look at how they play us, man, all the time. You know, down in Kansas City, 3 hours away from here, from St. Louis, where Officer Malak is in charge of down there, right? Turn around, and there was a young brother that went to a devil's house. He knocked on the wrong door. He was looking for looking to pick up his little brother and sister, right? And he mistakenly went to the wrong house. Happens. He knocked on the door. The white man asked him, "Nigga, what the fuck are you doing around here?" And shot him through the door. Almost blew this brother's brains out through the door. I think he shot him in his head and his neck. Almost unalived him from him simply knocking on the wrong door. You know what I mean? So we need to clean up our hood. You understand? So that we could turn around and have a decent place to live instead of trying to run some goddamn where ain't nowhere to run. What the thing to do is put that goddamn weed and that crack down.
Right.
Stop doing drugs. Stop sleeping with whores. You know what I mean? Stop being a whore. You know, stop celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas. Speaking of Thanksgiving, and the white man had cut off half of your stamps. First, he cut them off. You know, a lot of people didn't even get them. They said, you know what? At the shutdown, we ain't gonna be able to pay for food stamps. We ain't got the money.
We ain't got the money. We ain't.
So a lot of people didn't even get them.
Hey, Cap, check it out too.
Oh yeah.
Say this what I heard on top of that. You know what I'm saying is and I heard this from a damn Edomite, right? He said you know, when they cut out the food stamps, he was like, I wasn't really worried about it at first. And then he said his wife went to the grocery store and tried to use the remaining balance, and you couldn't even use those. They cut off the remaining balance if you had one on there, Cap. I said, goodness. They cut it all the way off to where you can't even, if you had $200 left on there from last time, you know how some people try to save a little bit just to make it towards the end till you get your next stamps. Nah, you couldn't even do that. When they cut them off, they cut them all the way off. I said, goodness. Damn.
Yeah, they cut this shit off. So, but now they sent out a memo saying that they're gonna start giving them out to people this month.
Oh, they're giving them out.
Turn around and send out something. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure the volume on the side. Okay, yeah, we good. Then they turned around and said that they gonna I think you might get about half, you might get all, I don't know. It's up in the air how much you gonna do, you know. Yeah. I know some of my family members that's on it. They turned around and they were saying that they didn't cut theirs back. They didn't even get their full amount that they normally get. So I was like, man, you know what I mean?
Right.
Good fucking night. So, but you still got so many of our people that's waiting to buy a goddamn turkey and some stuffing and some hog mugs and some chicken legs. You know what I mean? When the devil just showed you he didn't even want you to eat on this holiday. You know what I mean?
Goddamn cranberry sauce, man. God.
Yeah, and they gonna try to make a way for you to do it anyway. Like you worried about eating on a goddamn holiday when you might not eat for the rest of the year.
Right.
It's terrible. Lot. But let's get into these stories that we got real quick.
Go on, sir.
You you got that first one up.
Go on. I'll go ahead and put it.
Okay,
I guess StreamYard working right. It throw the article right on up now. Maybe you have to add to stage.
Oh, you know what? I went in there and I was playing with the settings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be right. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
You used to just jump right up on the stage. I don't know if it reset. You know what I mean? Or something, I don't know. But I went in there and I was like, nah, we fixing this shit because I ain't.
Right.
We ain't gonna be doing this. So then something else I added too is that the comments they could turn around and just roll while we, you know what I'm saying? That way we ain't got to keep playing with the comments either. You know?
Okay, go on.
Yeah, because we already, you know what I'm saying, hosting the show, you know, we got to do our thing here. We got to get this information out here so that our people can see what we are doing in the hood, all of the horror that we bring. You know, I seen so many goddamn haunted houses in the hood here in St. Louis when the inside of the house is already haunted. I don't give a fuck about no Michael Myers and no Freddy Krueger y'all got standing up in the yard and no pumpkin and no jack-o'-lantern that you got sitting at the front door with a candle in it. What's going on the inside? Look at all the drugs that our people are using on the inside of these haunted houses. Right. Look at the children that's being molested in the inside of these haunted houses. You know what I mean? Look at all of the things that is happening on the inside of these haunted houses of ours in the hood. And you got the nerve to hang a goddamn Casper, the friendly ghost, on the outside of it.
Right.
You got spider webs hanging on the ends. You got skulls and bones laying all in your goddamn yard. When all of them skulls and all of them bones and all them skeletons in your goddamn closet. You know?
Right.
And you got the nerve to have your house lit up, you know what I'm saying, with Halloween, you know, decorate. That shit was insane to me. I really hate that. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, you can get.
Okay, come on, sir. It says, go to sleep before I effing unalive you. Mother threatens her 3-year-old and 7-year-old during TikTok live stream. Tells them, I'm sick of you, cops say. They said a Missouri mother is accused of threatening to unalive her 2 kids during a TikTok live stream, telling them, I'm sick of you and it won't even be a beating, according to the cops. Go to sleep.
So look, she said, look, I'm getting sick of y'all ass, and it ain't finna be no beating. I'm not gonna get no belt. It's gonna be worse than a belt. That's what she's saying, threatening her children. Do you know what a lot of our children are going through, living with these single mothers out? Do you realize what they're going? You remember that article? Matter of fact, the article that we bring out on the abortion, but this was actually a billboard. When it said the worst place for an unborn child, you know what I'm saying, a black unborn child is in his mother's stomach.
Yep.
Because they might not even make it out of there alive. You know what I mean? And then when they do, they going through this kind of stuff at the house, man. This is what they going through with a lot of these and at home. You know what I'm saying? Raising these kids by themselves. Our people, these oppressors of ours did a number on us, man. They did a number on us, to where we don't even value family. You know what I mean? We'll turn around, sleep with the opposite sex, man, and turn around and get her pregnant and don't even worry about it.
All right.
First thing out the man mouth is, you pregnant by who?
Right.
Then the first thing out the woman mouth is, I'm gonna put you on child support. You know what I mean? Like
right.
we don't even care that we are about to bring a life into this world. So we need to be. And let me tell you something, because when I bring this up too, I think of shit that I had seen in the past. You know what I'm saying? And I know you know already that I always bring up old stories and shit that I done seen and witnessed here in this horrible hell that we living in. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I remember back in the day, right, whenever somebody would get pregnant, right, and we would be at the hospital. At that time, when I was coming up, the man would be there. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He in the room. He there by his woman's side, right? Turn around, and I started hearing the woman talk. You know, the mother. Everybody come in and they, ooh, let me see the baby and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then they would sit there and start talking, and then it'll go to, I gotta do this for this kid. I gotta get some milk. I gotta do I. And I was like, wait a minute. This is what I'm saying to myself as a kid. I'm like, but the father is right here, your man, your boyfriend, your baby daddy, your husband, whatever you call him. You know what I mean? He's right here, and it's all this I. And I didn't know in my little young brain that what that was this right here. That was a black household and family doing this, going down. You understand? That's what that was. To where now it is all I, because the man is not around.
Right.
Over 80% of our houses are split. They're broken. I just turned around and had a discussion with a sister about her situation with, you know what I'm saying, her father, a child's father, right? And this sister was in complete denial that she had a broken home. She was in complete denial.
A lot of them.
As we was talking, I said, do you even know what a broken home is? Like, because she kept addressing the son. She said, oh no, my son, he getting good grades and he ain't no criminal and he this and he that. He you know what I'm saying? He a good kid. I said, broken home has nothing to do with the child and his behavior. You know what I'm saying? It actually started with you and the man.
Right.
You two made it a broken home. You understand? You two broke up for whatever y'all reason is. When the Lord said in the Bible that we are supposed to stay together, marriage is forever. You know?
Right.
And these houses of ours, these black houses, they need black men in them. Because look at how they going, huh? Look at this mother. The man can't be around. No male type of influence can be around at all with this type of shit going on. You know, you threatening your children. You threatening your children, and this was done on a live, huh? This was on TikTok live.
If I could ask, sir.
Go ahead, come on with it.
And I mean, it's a lot of hidden underlinings in this story right here, right, that we can get into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But in some of these women's household, even if they got a man, TikTok has became your man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
TikTok has became your man, your counselor, your critic, everything. TikTok has taken over some of these households, Cap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With these women, you know, they so much worried about what they can get on TikTok rather than, like, you look at these kids right here, they probably hungry. They probably like, mama, we hungry with something. She talking about, I'm gonna unalive y'all if y'all don't go to bed right now. No, you can't have no fruit cup right now. You about to get unalive, man. But she ain't paying the kids no attention. You know, if she had a man in the household, maybe something else would be going on. But you let TikTok take over your life, Sir Salaki.
Yeah, they have. They really have. Everybody now. That's the new unemployed employment. Is I'm a content creator. Hey, look, I
Right.
be watching what's that show, Pop the Balloon, right?
Yeah.
I be watching Pop the Balloon, and everybody on there, they be, what you do for a living? Oh, I'm a content creator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
I guess I got to give them a little credit because they done switched it up from I'm in between jobs. Remember that one?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm right
Right.
now. I'm going to school. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
a content creator. Lord have mercy. You understand? They switched it up, so I got to give them a little credit. You know. So, but yeah, come on, man. Everybody is not going to be the next YouTube sensation. You're not going to be the next Kevin Samuels. I just heard real quick sidebar. I just
Go ahead,
heard a
son.
rumor I was in the other day about Kevin Samuels.
Mm.
Oh my God, they think this man was the social media, the YouTube, the TikTok, the Facebook influencer and guru and giant and gazillionaire of the century, ever. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I was talking about this dude and all the millions of dollars he made. Come on, he wasn't popping like that. You know what I mean? He went from he had a corporate job. He was working, I think, at like Home Depot. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Doing like the project team or something. He was up there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't, getting the wood off the shelf and then cutting it down to the size you wanted. He was
Right.
you was walking to the aisle and you find the screws and shit that you
Hey,
need.
Cap, you weren't making the key. You know that
Oh,
key nigga in there is important.
he wasn't making the keys. No.
Yeah,
He
he
had
important. You can't never find the key, man. You like, where the
you
goddamn
can't
key?
never find them, huh? That's why you know what they got now? They got that little box where you can do it yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I walk past that box all the time and I see people trying to do them keys and still can't get that shit right. Hey, look, I got a key shop I go to. I don't play with no keys. I need the door to open. You understand? So yeah, but he had a corporate job, turn around and his channel, he might have had some views and some hits and some likes and but he didn't crack the code, man. He wasn't, all like that, like what they was trying to present him to be in this room. But you're not, come on, man. Let's actually do something worth something. You understand? Instead of trying to crack the next code on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, and Facebook and be a digital creator. What is it on Facebook? Digital creator?
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Digital and
whatever it is.
content. Yeah.
Content creator and all that mess. Man, like I said, let's actually come together, as a goddamn people, not no fucking content creators. You know, let's actually do something that's gonna benefit us all, and then be the content creator. Come together as a people and then be the digital creator that you are, right?
Right.
Put all your videos and you sitting there looking at yourself and your camera. That be killing me when them sisters be sitting there like this with their cameras on, just be looking at
Ah,
themselves, don't be
man.
saying nothing, got music playing, sitting there drinking wine and shit. I'm like, are they really looking at this video? They getting hits and likes and subscribes and shares with this?
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. But it is what it is. But
Yeah,
yeah,
two on that though. I done seen that same thing that you talking about, where you would click on in TikTok and it'll be just woman to sit there and these brothers be so desperate. These brothers be so desperate. They be all in the thing
uh,
and they'll sit there and make the she just reading the comments. These stupid thirsty niggas saying like, okay, baby, you so fine. Okay, thank you.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I
Thank
I
you.
I, I spend a whole bag on you. Okay, thank you. Like that shit
Ain't,
is
ain't
crazy.
gonna ain't gonna spend shit. Ain't gonna spend shit.
Hmm.
What the troopers say? They call him the Godfather. Kevin
Yeah,
said,
come
okay,
on, Kevin Samuels.
okay, yeah, the Godfather, huh? Okay, yeah, he a Godfather, all right. You know
Right.
what I mean? You know that right there, and then something else that they said. Then we're gonna jump back to that article because that's important.
Okay, come on,
But
sir.
something else that they had said that he went from trying to encourage young men how to be better to doing what he did to dissing black women so much. You know what I mean? So and their reason was that there's no money in building up black men. Now that I can agree with.
Mm,
That I can agree with. They don't want the black man to stand up and be a goddamn thing,
right,
you know. But then Kevin Samuels took an angle to where he don't he did it seemed as if he didn't want that black woman to stand up and be anything either.
right,
You know, weren't worrying about the woman's weight. That's for her to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And for her man to deal with. You know,
right.
sisters, if they would shut their mouth, look, a big ass ain't never went without no man.
Mm.
You
No,
understand? A big ass, a big stomach, whatever the hell you look, we don't have that problem, you know what I'm saying, in our community.
right.
I remember hearing it as a child, oh, there's somebody for everybody. You
Damn right.
understand? Well, that's what they
Damn
used to
right.
say around me, you know.
Hmm.
And I
Big
saw,
girls need love
oh,
too.
oh,
You know what I mean?
come on, hey,
Yeah,
let me
you know, we done heard it all, Cap.
listen, I'm telling you, I used to see it. Cause like I told you, I used to hang with all old heads, right? I was the only teenager hanging with all of the older cats. And
Right.
I used to see them, they'll be fronting in front of everybody else. You know, oh
Mm.
nigga, I don't fuck with no big girl, nigga. You gotta be, you know, since slim, thick, and this and that, and fat old ass, big old tit. No, they was like, oh, I don't mess with no big. And then, brother, I would see them somewhere with the biggest, most gigantic damn woman
Right.
that that they could find. You hear me? And I'm like,
Mm.
man, I mean, if that's what you like, brother, you ain't got a lot of.
Ain't
And
nothing wrong,
that's
ain't
your thing.
nothing
I
wrong
don't
with
care
it.
who you with. I don't care. Just as
Right.
long as you ain't trying to get with none of mine. I don't give a damn who you with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, man, I'm telling you, big girls, big dudes, you know what I'm saying? Slim dudes, everybody can find a match, you know,
I'm telling you,
because
Cap.
guess what?
Hey.
Somebody that like, there's some sister out there that's just right. That like the big dudes.
Mm.
I done heard so many sisters. Oh, I like big stomachs. You understand?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
niggas with big stomachs. You know, I'm like, oh, okay. You hear me? And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I done heard sisters say, I don't like big dudes.
Hmm.
I like my man skinny. I like him in shape or whatever. Man, go get what you want. You know
What
what
you
I mean?
want, right?
There's somebody out there for you. You know, there's somebody out there for you, man. Go get it. But like I said, man, we don't have that issue to where, you know, if that's just not your type, just don't fuck with it. That's all you
That's
gotta
it,
do.
Cap.
That's it.
Right.
If she ain't your type, he ain't your speed or whatever, or you ain't feeling his vibe, you ain't feeling her. What else they say now? That
Yeah.
y'all ain't.
Energy. Your in it. Your energy.
There you go. The energy off. If
Oh
his
man.
energy off, just don't deal with it.
Yeah.
Let it go.
And don't. Yeah.
Somebody else energy will match right up with that energy. Don't worry about it. It wasn't for you, no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Go slide
Absolutely.
somewhere else. Go slide somewhere else. You know what I mean? And like I said, we don't have that issue, man. You know, and a lot of them sisters go on them channels and humiliate themselves. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. You know.
Right.
So and everybody is able to make money off of that. You know, influencers are able to make videos, and podcasts, and shows with the
Hmm.
black woman, and you sitting there humiliating her. You know, not that you actually trying to fix her. You know, I remember one. I'm gonna say this, and then we don't get back to it. I remember one.
Okay.
What's that one? The one sellout with the white woman. The brother that's the sick
Oh,
over.
the dirt. The what's that podcast? The
Got his damn name, his show.
dang, Cap is right on my tongue.
But they what they
Fugazi.
call
Fugazi podcast.
yeah, they put Mr. Fruitgazy himself on blast while he's sitting here dogging the black woman out, the single black woman, for being nothing more than just something to lay down with if she got children and all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Say he got a white woman at home. Boy, when they played that video, I said, "Good goddamn night." No wonder he coming from he is personal. This personal to him
Yeah,
because
it's
he
personal.
actually beat himself and his own people,
Mm-hmm.
and he loved that white woman. Believe me, but she got kids though.
Mm-hmm.
She got kids by a white man,
Mm-hmm.
and this Negro is proud to be stepdaddy to some white kids. You understand? And got her pregnant now, but then don't want to turn around and be a stepdaddy to some black kids, some kids that you actually can relate to. And I ain't saying you got to be no stepfather. You ain't. Don't even do it. You understand? If you can't get you a woman that ain't got no kids, you know. But the point I'm just saying, he talk all that shit about black women having children, you know what I'm saying, and not with the fathers. But then he went and picked up a white whore
Mm.
that had children, and that's not with their father. You
Yeah.
understand? But her, she somehow gets put on the pedestal. She ain't as slimy as the black woman to him in his eyes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? For her being single and not being able to keep her goddamn white man. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Right.
But
Right. Right.
black woman scum though. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he turn around and talk about the black woman like she scum. Huh? You know, when I don't give a
Yeah.
damn
And
what happened. Look, if
and Cap.
she can have 100 kids, I'll never get with a white woman.
Right.
You turn around, see me come to the Passover, and I got 200 goddamn people with me.
Right.
This my one rib and all 200 of her kids before I ever
Right.
get with a goddamn white girl. I'm telling you, straight up. So I just can't do it. I never
Right.
turn my
Right.
back on my people, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Absolutely.
And it ain't the end of the world just because, you know what I'm saying, you was in the world and you made some mistakes. You understand? Because a lot of our people weren't taught properly. You know, they weren't taught that when you have sex, you lay down together, you stay down together. They
Yeah.
weren't
Right.
taught that in the world. Who wasn't taught that? You know what I'm saying? So, sisters out there, if you actually want to change your life, it ain't no. You can. You can come in here and learn how to be a better mother. You can learn how to be a wife, learn how to be a sister. You can learn how to be all that in here. You know, you humble yourself and you willing, you can come in here and you can learn. You
Yeah.
know, and you can change. You know, so don't believe Mr. Fugazi and that bullshit he be talking. Go ahead, Doc.
Now I was gonna say, Cap, you got a lot of them type of brothers right there that are always talking about keeping the black dollar in the community, and you know what I'm saying, and you keep our resources in the community. Negro, you ain't keeping the black dollar in the community. It's going to that white woman. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
something happened to you, it's not going to a black family. It's going to that white woman, man. So you not keeping the black dollar in the black community, man. You have just you know what I'm saying, aborted that whole mission. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, yes, sir.
yeah. To the brother on TikTok, he said, "Where I get this a crown? Not we call these. You understand? You want you one? Hit us up. ISUPK St. Louis. We'll get you one, and we'll get you in some all black. We'll get you in some boots and all that. You hear me?
Right. Shiny black boots too. They'll be shiny. They ain't gonna be dull. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Bentley Cooper. Uh, if you want, you can have a discussion with us. You can go over to YouTube. You can go over to ISUPK St. Louis, or you can go over to STHEL Connect Podcast over on YouTube. Click that link in the chat. Throw it in the chat, my shop.
Common
And
cause, yeah.
if you want to have a discussion, we could talk about it. All right. So what he said was, did the Crips and Bloods reject you, so you formed a religion? First off, um, no, no, they didn't. I don't know what made you run that together. That was stupid. You understand? Shows me where your head is at. Okay, but and this is not a religion at all. This is not Christianity. This is not Buddhism, Hinduism. This ain't no 2% of 5% of this. Ain't none of that shit, right? What this is the truth according to the Bible. That's what this is. All right. So no, we ain't start shit. I didn't get rejected by nobody. You know what I did? I rejected the world. I,
Damn
I
right,
was
sir.
in that shit. I was in that shit deep.
Right.
He don't know how deep doing my shop.
Hey, you don't
A
know,
lot, like
Cap.
a lot of these dummies, look, they just hate us so bad. You understand? Because we done actually changed our life and we on the right track, and then they don't have the balls to do this. You
Right.
understand? So they sit and scoff and say, retarded shit like that. You know what I mean? When you would never catch Mr. Bentley Cooper doing anything for anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mr. Bentley Cooper would not have this right here, the mental capacity to say, you know what, I'm part of the problem.
Mm.
So let me no longer be a part of the problem and let me join the solution. I know Mr. Bentley Cooper would never say that. You understand? Mr. Bentley
Yeah.
Cooper is a buster. I'm sure he is. And he would never turn around and do the right thing. I know he wouldn't. I know Mr. Bentley probably do drugs and whores and gay and some more shit. I'm sure he is. Mr. Bentley Cooper,
Ah,
do you do
ah.
drugs? Mr. Bentley Cooper, let's see if he responds. Do you do
Nah,
drugs, Mr. Bentley Cooper? Huh? Do you get high? Do you
he gotta be with that. He gotta be with that comment, Cap. Yeah.
okay, 3 6 Mafia, you stay high, 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 high till you die. High, high, high. Do you get hella high, Mr. Bentley Cooper? Man, let's see if he responds. Let's see if
Come
Mr.
on,
Bentley
sir.
Cooper can be honest here. Because I was just honest with you, Mr. Bentley Cooper. Let's see if you can be honest with me. You sleep with whores, Mr. Bentley Cooper? I'm sure you do. I
Mm.
know you do. With a name like Bentley Cooper, boy, sound like you got $40. Transaction and a motherfucker. You hear me, Marshall?
Oh
You
man,
sound like
God,
it.
no.
Hey, and his picture, the picture that he got up, I think Mr. Bentley Cooper is one of those tricks.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
Mr. Bentley Cooper, are you a trick? Let's see if he respond. Let's hit that article.
What they call what them prostitute call them Johns on here? John Cap.
Yeah. He about John Bentley, John. Yep, John Bentley, John Cooper. Yep. Come on, Mr. Cooper. Don't duck and hide now. Come on, man. You know. Yeah, go ahead, read some more of that, my shot, and then I'm gonna read the next one.
All right, come on, sir. It says, "Go to sleep before I effing kill unalive you." Uh, Elena Lujan, 30, told the children ages 3-7 during her live stream early Saturday, according to the probable cause statement filed in Cole County Circuit Court. You you effing uh D suckers.
Mm.
Lejan allegedly said before going off on one of her two kids, saying they'll be the reason for both of their deaths. Oh my goodness! According
Stop it.
to the
Stop it.
state.
I can't hear no. I can't take no more of that one. I
God,
can't take
dog.
no more of that one. When I heard that, when I heard this mother said, go ahead and drop
Mm.
that one. Bring the next one up.
Come on, sir.
When I heard this mother say that about her kids, man, I couldn't take that. I couldn't even to call them a D sucker.
Damn.
Like, what's wrong with this lady? Are you serious? And a lot of our people, I hate to say it, a lot of our dysfunctional people, man, they really think that abuse is correction. You know, you remember the videos that they was making for a long time where they was cutting these kids' hair off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're acting bad in school. You don't humiliate your child thinking that that's going to, saying make them straighten up. You don't do that. You don't cut their hair off. What's wrong with you? You don't turn around. It was a bunch of fathers, a bunch of mothers doing that ridiculous shit, whooping the kids. I ain't got time to get no camera and so I can show everybody I'm whoop your ass. What's wrong with you?
Right.
That is supposed to be done privately, and you're not supposed to be beating on the children. It's nothing wrong. It's not unlawful to correct your child. What they call it here in America, corporal punishment, right? It's not unlawful to do that in the law or in the Bible. The Bible even says if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. So
Right.
you can turn around and take a belt to a child, but you can't abuse the goddamn baby. You know what I mean? You cannot abuse the baby. So here we go with this next one. But yeah, when I heard that, I was just disgusted, man. That
Yeah,
that
that's
that, that
horrible, Cap.
lady, she's horrible. She's terrible. And I can see this going on every day in their house, to where those
Right.
children don't have like a fun moment or a time. You know how, saying, like, you can look back in your childhood and be like, oh man, I remember my daddy did this and I was so happy. My mama did this and we was all just sitting around having fun or something. You know what I mean? Brothers and
Yeah.
sisters, man, I know it's all hell in their house.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
know
why
it's,
the band ain't there, Cap.
yeah, that's what I'm
She
saying. I
probably
know
done threatened his life. She probably done threatened to send him to jail
it's,
or child support or to unalive him. She is a
yeah,
damn, oh my goodness. She's out of
yeah,
control, Cap.
yeah, she probably called him a dick sucker too,
Right.
and made him hit the door. You know, but this couple right here, um, and you can see the demons on them, man. You
Hmm.
you can see the demons on this bitch and this nigga. You know what I mean? He says a man and a woman have been arrested in Florida after their 4-year-old twins were allegedly shot with a handgun that they had found inside their home. The
Hmm.
Orange County Sheriff's Office said that the shooting occurred in the early morning hours of Saturday, November the 8th, when deputies were reportedly called to respond to reports of two 4-year-old boys with gunshot wounds, according to Fox 35. Prior to that, police said that 39-year-old Kishara B. Goodrum heard what she believed to be a gunshot before finding one of the children with a gunshot wound near their arm. Goodrum allegedly said that she had been drinking the night before. The sheriff's office said in an arrest affidavit, and was making breakfast in the kitchen when she heard a loud pop, NBC News reported. The children's father, 40-year-old Maurice Wayne Bright Jr., told police that he was outside cooking when he heard a commotion and rushed inside the home, the outlet report. Now, these stupid motherfuckers go. Now, both of y'all ass cooking. She on the inside cooking and you on the outside cooking. Ain't nobody watching these children. And then you got guns sitting up on the goddamn couches. Pull the next one up, out. Let's go and get these articles in before we run out of time. That's insane. Now here in the state of Missouri, right? A child can legally shoot when they are 6 years old. They can hunt, they can go to the gun range and shoot. All my children know how to shoot. You understand? And they can handle it. You can teach them how to handle a gun, but I didn't leave it around the house. It wasn't, what I'm saying, like out to where they know. And I thank God about that. I think now this is just me personally. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I believe that you keeping guns, especially if you own them, you know what I'm saying? I believe if you teach the children about the guns, they won't be curious to want to, let's go play with daddy guns. You understand? And then turn around and something like this happen. You know, you got a pistol up under the couch, and then, something horrible happened to the kid. Did you take it down? Bring it back up, Bob. Yeah, you can leave it up there. Yeah, so I've had, and I thank the Most High that I have had success with teaching all of my children about the guns. You understand? We got several gun cabinets. You understand? We got several spots where they are, and not once to my knowledge, have they ever got curious and went in there and started playing with the guns and then hurt themselves. They already know how to handle them. You know what I'm saying? So, if I was you, you know what I'm saying, and you got children, I would teach them about the guns. I would teach them about them. Like I said, now you don't have to. You don't have to do that. That's just me. That's what I did for mine. But
It's like if I could, sir.
this is what happened, man. And they was 4. Go ahead, Op.
And look, that's the heavy thing that you said, right? Is that you better teach your children how to use them guns, because if you don't, the TV will, the movies will, Grand
Mm-hmm.
Theft Auto, most definitely will. You know
Man,
what I'm saying? You better teach your kids, you know what I'm saying, the safety of the gun, because on Grand Theft Auto, you can go ballistic with guns. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that's where they learn. That's where a lot of these kids are learning how to use a gun from. It's from Grand Theft Auto.
that's a fact. That's a fact too. Huh? Yeah. Let me tell you something. My son, one of my sons, he got a hold of Grand Theft Auto, right? He just don't know. His daddy got a hold to it right behind his ass. His mother went and bought him this thing, not even
Mhm.
knowing, not even checking what this damn game was. I said, do you know that they have sex on this game? Like, do you know this is a crime game? Like, they go
Right.
around running people over and shooting them and shit and getting points. He can pick up a prostitute in this game and get in the car, and the car be about,
Yeah.
are you crazy? I
Yeah.
snatched that shit out of her head. Give me this goddamn thing. I threw that shit as far as I could. I made sure that game never made it back
Yeah.
to this goddamn house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I
Right.
was
Right.
like, my kids ain't finna play no shit like that. You know? No, we not criminals over here. Commander General don't raise criminals. He raised soldiers. And I don't even want them playing no shit like that. That's
Mm.
like different from the army game. You know what I'm saying? What's the thing called? The shooting game
Which,
that everybody
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. That's slightly different now. That's a war scene. That's now we like war in here. You understand? We love warfare in here. So that's slightly different. That's not just you going out, waking up and got a what they call got a thumper or got the Draco on you and you just what I'm
Right.
saying, pulling up on your ops. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Uh-uh. Nah. But yeah, that shit was crazy. Well, come on with the next one, and then I'll
All
read
right. Come on.
I get the
Come on, sir. It says Indiana man pleads guilty to neglect after abandoning baby to die in motel. It says Isabella Vera was found unalive in a baby swing by her mother after the child's father abandoned her after her 16-month-old sibling, what did it say? And her 16-month-old sibling, Salakia. It says
Mhm.
Muniz, Indiana. An Indiana man pled guilty after he left his infant daughter to die in a baby swing. Jacob Vera pled guilty to neglect of a dependent, resulting in serious bodily injury and the death of the 3-month-old daughter on Thursday, November 6th. Isabella Vera was found unalive in a baby swing inside the hotel room where Jacob left her March 2023. Her 16-month-old sibling was sobbing uncontrollably when their mother found them abandoned. According to the prosecutors, Isabella had been unalive for some time. The mother of the children told police they were fine when she left them with the Jacob around 2 p.m. On March 25th, 2023, to go to work. Police say Jacob abandoned the children a few hours after their mother left for work and headed to Illinois. Someone in the neighboring room told police Jacob came to him a few hours after the mother left to try and get a ride to Chicago. The man said he refused. Officers called him on March 28 when he was in Peoria, Illinois. Jacob allegedly said, "If I'm guilty of anything, it's the leaving." God, dog.
Man.
Jacob allegedly told police he was trying to avoid any drama with the children's mother. According to the plea deal, prosecutors are dropping an earlier neglect resulted in death charge in exchange for Jacob pleading guilty to neglect resulting in seriously bodily injury. According to the deal, the sentence will be capped at 9 years, though the exact sentence will be determined by the judge. Stand
Mm-mm.
on. Damn, Cap. That now
That's
that's
crazy.
exactly what we was talking about earlier when he trying to get away from that damn woman. You go to that extent to going all the way to another state. He was in Indiana and was trying to get to Illinois. I don't know how far that is, but you got to cross state lines to get away
It
from
was
this
about
woman.
2 to 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
But why would you abandon your baby? Like that's
yeah,
like, you a whole coward. You know what I'm saying? Now our sisters can be monsters sometimes. They
Right.
can be creatures from the Black Lagoon.
Hmm.
But I don't. I'm not scared of your big mouth that goddamn much. Where I'm gonna
Right.
leave my little baby. You know what I mean? And then turn around and child die. Like, how could you even sit here and say some shit like, well, if I'm guilty of something, it's just leaving. Like, man, are you crazy? Are you insane?
Yeah.
Are you insane? You had
Mm.
your child with you and you left the child and the child died. You are responsible, dude. You are responsible. You know, let me pull
Come on,
this
sir.
next one. Oh, damn. I had accidentally pulled it up already.
Oh, okay. Come on, I got you.
All right. Now you get that last one.
I got you, sir.
I say pull that last one up. We're gonna get that one too. Now
Come
this is
on, I got.
a 14-year-old brother. Check this out. It's Cyrus Cormac Belton, 14-year-old, killed by convenience store owner who accused him of stealing water. This
Mm.
right here. Now, here let me see. They got this picture. They got this picture here. Let me see if I can find it.
Dang.
Damn, his picture is in here somewhere. It was a Chinese man that. Let me see if I can find it. God damn it, I can't find it. Let me see. I don't know if it's in this one or the other one that I got, but it's someone. See if you can find his picture.
Okay,
Uh,
come on. Second.
convenience store owner that shot 14-year-old. What's his name? Cyrus Belton. See if you can find his picture. I want to put this Ballas's picture up there.
Okay.
All right, it says a convenience store owner in South Carolina has been charged with murder in the fatal shooting of a 14-year-old black boy whom he falsely accused of shoplifting. On Sunday night, 58-year-old Rick Chow, owner of Columbia's Express Mart Shell Station, chased and shot Cyrus Cormac Belton in the back. According to the local news station, Chow accused Cormac Belton of stealing 4 water bottles. Now, if I could just say this, is even if he did, but thank God the article says what actually took place is that the young boy was falsely accused. How many of our people do you know get falsely accused? You understand? A whole lot.
I got you out of one.
He was falsely accused. One second, I'm gonna read it a little more, and then I'm gonna let you post it. Put that picture
Okay,
of that
come on.
demon,
Okay.
right? Um, it says, a matter of fact, yeah. Let me just read it because I was about to go in on that bastard because I really hate that he did this to this young brother.
Come on.
Where he thought, like, what in the fuck? And you know, this is because this kind of stuff happens because of how white people treat us. White people gun us down for less than that, less than 4 bottles of water. It was absolutely nothing. You understand? Like I said, the kid, I forgot his name, but the kid here in Kansas City, he was asked, "What are you doing around here?" He knocked on the wrong door, and he got shot. Almost got his brains blown out the back of his damn head by this devil because he knocked on the wrong door. The other nations of people, they are acting on impulse because guess what? They see how white people do us.
Right.
They see how white America treats black America. And this is the result of that. So he said, "Oh, you're not buying? Stop thief." And turned around and chased this brother down and shot him and killed him over thinking he stole some water. And it says during a press conference on Monday, Sheriff Leon Lott revealed the teenager had not shoplifted anything from the store. He later described the shooting as unjustified and senseless. I'm gonna just stop it right there because that's all we need on that one. That right there, that pissed me off.
Okay.
You know, that pissed me off because how many times are we gonna go through this, man? You know what I mean? Before we realize that none of these people mean us any good, man. This goddamn punk, this coward, thought that this young brother was stealing. He was coming in there to buy some shit. That's what he was doing. He was coming in there to buy something, probably because he was walking around. You know what I'm saying? Probably couldn't make his mind up.
Right.
You know, maybe he didn't know what he wanted at that moment. He probably went in. Look, I done did that before, my Charlotte. I done went in freezers thinking I want this, but then put it back. I done went to the shelf thinking I want this. I'm like, nah, I ain't got the kind I actually want. Damn, I think I want something else. You know what I mean? I turn around and go in one aisle to get my trail mix, and I get the peanuts with the candy in there, right? And then they got the peanut butter trail. That ain't the one I want at that moment. So now I got to shift gears, and I got to figure out something else to get. You know what I'm saying? Right. So then I'm going to the aisle, I'm picking up shit. You know what I mean? Putting it back. You know, so he probably had one of them moments, man, to where he actually might have picked something up. Was undecided, like, you know what? I don't want this. Man, put the shit back. Hadn't stole nothing. Him getting shot at and losing his life, that fucking water wasn't worth this boy's life. And the other nations of people, you know who his life meant something to? His mom, his dad, his family, the men in the ISUPK. You understand? Nobody else. Right. I don't expect for Chinese people to turn around and care about our lives. I don't expect for Arabs and white people and African people and none of the other nations of people to care about our lives. And if y'all don't get it through y'all thick skull that we better goddamn care about us and do something about this, which is come together as a people, so that we can do what? We can put a gas station in our hood, and then we ain't got to go to their store.
All right.
We could put our own corner store. Back in the day, we had a bunch of them, my shop. Remember them hood stores?
Cap, you had the candy lady.
Yeah, the candy lady. Come on.
Man, my auntie was a candy lady. You know what I'm saying?
Look, she had them hot pickles. She had them Chico sticks. She had them watermelons. You understand? Them non-ladle watermelons. You understand?
Food cups.
Everything. You understand? Come on, man. We had our own store. We turned around and used to get out of school, get off the bus, and run to my cousin Deborah. That was the candy lady. You hear me?
Yeah.
My older cousin Deborah had all the shit, chips and every damn thing, brother. You hear me? And everybody would run right off the bus and go get a snack, hang out for a minute till our mothers come home and shit, and our fathers come home. And it's now time to get in the house. We got to do our homework. Right. You know? But look, we could turn around and we could put that shit out of business. You know what I mean? We have our own convenience stores, you know, to where we ain't got to be chased down by no goddamn Bruce Lee wannabe.
Right.
You understand? Like I said, this is sad, man, that this cat took this young man's life for nothing. And even if he did steal your water, that's not death. That's not the judgment for stealing bottles of water, Mr. Bruce Lee. You bastard, you. And I hope this bastard never gets out of jail. I'm gonna try to keep up with this story. We're gonna try to keep up with this story, man. Because I want him to spend the rest of his bottled water, fried rice, and crab ragoon selling ass in prison. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to see.
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna run this story too, Cap. On I'm gonna run this story too on the other nations hate us. You know what I'm saying? Because this is definitely one of the ones where, other nations are unaliving us for no reasons at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we still have these Christian pastors telling us that God love everybody. This is impossible. Nobody believes that, but the Christian church, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No other nation of people believe that but us, sir. It's a lot.
You right. They don't shovel this shit on nobody but us. They never tell when the Chinese people, when they started that law that they put damn, I forgot the name of the shit, but when they was playing that game, the knockout game, that shit actually started here in St. Louis. And a Chinese man lost his life during that shit. They took and passed laws making sure that you don't harm Chinese people within about 90
Yep.
days.
Yep. I'm
Now here
kind,
we
sir.
are been here for hundreds of years and been getting the shit beat out of us, getting killed and everything else, and we still can't get you to leave us the fuck alone. To where now the other nations have joined in. That's even in the scriptures. To where they done joined in on the goddamn fun of harming us. To where this bastard turned around and chased this brother out here to accuse him of stealing. He stole some water. 4 bottles of water, I would let you have that. You
Oh,
understand?
Cap. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Listen, my Charlotte.
Come
If
on, Cap.
I did own a store, brother, and somebody came in there and I thought they were stealing some bottles of water, brother, you ain't gotta steal no water. But I would have gave you some water. Me and him would have a conversation.
Hey,
We
Cap.
could have had a
Cap.
conversation.
Cap. And
Might
look,
off the job, my Charlotte. Go ahead.
hey, Cap, and that's so perfect that you say that because you dumb Christians, that's the meaning of turning the other cheek, man. You know what I'm saying? You come in there, you see your people going through something, you hurt. Oh, hold on, you ain't gotta steal that.
Right.
You ain't gotta steal that. Here, why are you stealing this? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now let me see. Okay, you a
Right.
young. Let me go check your family. See what's going on with your family. Maybe they need more help. Maybe that's what it is.
Come on, man.
You
Yeah.
don't turn around and gun their tent. Oh man, Cal, that's ridiculous.
Gun them down, my Charlotte, over some water. Over some 4 bottles of water. That's what he accused him of. Chased him out of his store, shooting at him for 4 bottles of water. This is insane. This is insane.
That's ridiculous.
So, like I said, I'm gonna make sure that we follow this story out.
And if I could, Cap,
I want to see this bastard get the rest of his life.
and if I could, Cap, I like that you said. I like that you said put his picture on the damn screen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we want our people to see this. We need to get the damn store location so y'all can stop going to the bar. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's crazy, Cap.
Yeah,
That's
definitely. And let's do that too. Let's find out where this store is so we can make sure that it's shut down.
Okay, come on, sir.
Going to this store ever the fuck again. None of our people need to go in there ever again. The gas station right down the street from our school, not even 2 miles from here on Delmore, right? The Arabs, was it BP or something? I think whatever the gas station is. They turned around and they stomped a sister, a regular customer. This sister is a regular customer in this gas station. And for some odd reason, this man got irritated with this sister and come from behind that counter and stomped her and threw her out the store. I'm talking about he literally kicked her. She's standing in front of him. He kicked her to the ground, started kicking her as she was on the ground, and then drug her out the store, threw her out the store. They started protesting, right? And you know, the ISUPK, we went down there too.
Yeah.
We went down there, but we couldn't stay long because the Christian activists came and started a whole bunch of bullshit, took this thing to a whole different level. The damn activists was about to start a war with the police.
Damn.
The police came out there and they started some shit with them. And then they was like, you know what? We finna shut this shit down in a minute for real. Y'all finna get out of here for real in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the whole thing was just off, right? So they ended up opening that gas station back up. You know what these Christian fake black activists settled for? They went in there and told them that they were going to give back to the black community. They had to do that. I said, wait, this ain't even they people. Why in the hell are we wanting them to give back to us when they're not? They're not. Then check this out. They had to get I forgot how many hours, 80 hours, something like that of sensitivity training. I don't need you to be sensitive to me, motherfucker. Keep your feet off of me. That's what I need you to do.
Right.
Keep your goddamn hands off of me. You kicked that sister to the ground. And then you know what happened? That store is back in business right now to this day. Now, you know, of course, we don't go there. I don't give a damn if I ran out of gas right in front of the gas station. I'm going somewhere else.
Right.
I'm never going to that gas station ever again. And I wish my
Absolutely.
people would have stood with me. And there'd be one less gas station open by them Arabs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, but nope, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. So go ahead with that last story. Let's get up out of here, myself.
Come on, sir. All right, here we go. Padawan. All right. It says Florida man paid his cousin at least $6K to unalive the 17-year-old high school junior he molested. There's a Florida creep who molested a 17-year-old girl hired his own cousin to gun the teen down in her own home in a sick murder for hire plot that now has them both behind bars for life, federal prosecutors said Monday. It said Leonard White, 36, paid his cousin Sheldon Robinson, 21, at least $6,000 to fatally shoot high school junior Isabella Scavelli and keep her from testifying about the 2023 sexual assault, the U.S. Attorney Office in Florida Middle District said. They both were convicted of murder and conspiracy charges. Prosecutors said Robinson.
Beautiful little sister, man.
Yes, sir.
Lost
Yes.
her life to a sexual deviant. You know what I mean? And a gunslinging dummy. You know. Now this is the problem with our people right here. You know, you made matters worse. You took this baby's life when you were the problem. Why didn't you take your own?
Right.
Why didn't you do that? You were so scared of what you done to her and her testifying on your nasty ass. And why didn't you just take yourself out? And this just goes to show you just how stupid our people can be. How many demons that they got on them, huh? To where you think this was going to solve the problem? You already hurt the girl enough. You hurt this baby enough to where now you done took her life because you don't want her to testify against you because of what you've done to her. This is terrible. And this is the type of thing that we got to fix in our community. Our children should be safe with all of us. We turn around and see children. I love to see little kids when they be like, hi, they wave at me and shit. You know what I'm saying? They speak, little babies and shit, little boys, little girls. And I'll be, hey, what's going on? Shalom, little soldier. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, little princess. I speak to the little kids. Guess what? They should be just that safe with you too. They shouldn't have to worry about being molested by you. They shouldn't have to worry about being harmed by you in no type of way in our community. But the longer we stay here, mashallah, the worse we are getting. The worse we are getting now.
Okay, sir.
Turn around and hurt this baby by molesting her, and then now you plan to take her out and did it too. Like our people are just not good criminals, man. The life of crime is not for us. We are not criminals, and we're not supposed to be criminals. The Most High didn't choose us to commit crimes.
Right, sir.
He chose us and gave us laws to where we're not supposed to commit crimes at all. This is the last thing that we supposed to be doing is committing a goddamn crime, and then a crime as heinous as this, to where you took this child's life. You talk about horror in the hood and defiling not thy child. Oh my God, my child.
It's great.
This is insane. You got people leaving them, abandoning them because they scared of dealing with the mama. That father was a whole bitch. That man was a bitch. At least take your baby. I understand, boy. That big mouth of that or these sisters, boy, it gets you. You
Oh,
understand?
cap. What?
Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk. Boy, they get running off that goddamn. What's the other one on the Tyler Perry movie? Byron.
Oh.
Boy, hey, I get it. I get it.
Mm.
But I ain't finna leave my little babies. You know what I mean?
Right.
Behind to die. Man, that's terrible. That's terrible, lot. And then, like I said, look at this. Then the mother with calling the children D suckers. Y'all
Man.
think I'm playing with you? I'm finna handle business on you. It ain't gonna be no belt. Threatening to kill, unalive them on TikTok, on a live. Are you stupid? Threatening them, period. The children should be safe with you. You their parent.
Absolutely.
And you the number one person that they terrified of.
Right.
Ah, damn, man. I love my children. I would never harm them in no type of way. You understand? And god damn, I just can't imagine how these parents do their children like this. I see all of my kids and I love them, boy. God damn, from the biggest one to the smallest.
Right.
You know? And I just can't imagine myself actually harming them and hurting them. You know? Doing such a thing as this cat here to them. You know? As the other parents that turned around and lied, talking about some he outside cooking when the boy got shot, one of the kids got shot, and then the other one on the inside cooking. Ain't none of you dummies paying attention to your children.
Right.
And they done got a hold to a gun and almost took the other one up out of her.
Mm. And Cap, if I could, sir,
Come on with it.
this idiot, what's his name? Let me go back up to his name. Leonard White. This idiot done destroyed 3 lives. You know what I'm saying? Just because he is a nasty, child molester. He destroyed his own, like you know what I'm saying, like you already said. Then he hired his cousin, destroyed that, and unalived this sister, man.
Yeah.
So you just all because you have a sexual lust, you destroyed 3 lives, 3 families, and
Yeah.
you know how that goes, sir. That's horror in the hood, man. That's
Facts.
horrifying, man. That's
Facts.
horrifying. You know
That
what I'm
is.
saying?
Damn right. Well, look, we can go ahead and close out, you know what I'm saying, on this one. What you think, Maya Charlotte? We're gonna do
Yeah.
horror in the church. Let's do horror in the church on Sunday.
Do horror in the church, okay? Go.
I got a story that I wanna bring out. So let's do horror. Let's get some horror in the church. You understand?
Sir.
Since you need to love Halloween and all that shit, all that fucking horror and all those thrills and all that, we're gonna give you some Christian thrills. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you some horror and some terror, and we're gonna see if you scared enough to get the hell up out that nasty ass church of yours. We're gonna see. You understand?
That's the real scary movie, Cap.
Real scary movie. What they scream? Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and on. You understand?
Right.
That's all the screams. That's all the screams. With all of the sick mess going on in the church, brother, none of our people should be there. None of our people should be there. So, but yeah, we definitely gonna do that one. Make sure y'all tune in. STHL Connect podcast going down every week. Y'all know how we do it. You understand? Me and my main man, Officer Maya Shalom. Like I said, we bring these stories, man. We got to turn around and turn back to the Most High, keep His laws. That's the only way that this is gonna stop. That's the only way that the horror in the hood is gonna stop.
Right.
You know. Let's turn around and get down to the injustice that we are doing to each other. Let's fix that even. Because you good at putting on sketches and marching, you know what I'm saying, crying about what the white man doing to you.
Right.
But let's start cleaning up what we're doing to each other. Let's see what type of change we get, you know what I'm saying, once we stop doing the evil to one another. Let's see what life look like when our children are safe to go outside and play like they used to back in the day. To where children would go outside and they would come back in the house. I used to hear about them times.
Yeah.
Where children could go places, have fun, and come back home.
Yeah. And Cap, they knew when to come back home. That street light came on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to tell them.
Boy, look at here. I remember one time my chain popped on my bike. I was trying to hurry up and get home for that. But like came on, I'm sitting there getting it on that BMX, boy, and then once they I said, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm about to get whooped. Yeah. So we gotta bring that shit back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where our community is actually a community, you know, to where no more that talking shit. We gotta actually put some boots to the ground, you know, to where you turn around and what they used to say, take a village to raise a child. Come on, let's pull together and be that goddamn village then.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, let's make sure we're all safe. You know, let's do that. All right. But that, look, we out of here. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, Shalom Israel.